Hello, this is my final assignments for the course ICS4U, and I made a little snake game with a little change. So today I'm gonna explain my codes. So first we input game, system, times, random, and OS. So even though that we learned Tkinter in the ICS4U, I researched further into game library, which is perfect for the games that I'm going to make for the graphic. So this is the game library. System is to allows the user to quit the program safely without crashing. Time is to restart the game between rounds. Random is to just since mine's a snake game, I have to use random to make the food of the snake spawn randomly for the OS. So I need to upload these PNG here. So I need those to upload it in my program. So I have to use OS because not everyone use the same interface. So yeah, because of that. So these are my settings and constants. So cell size is 32 pixel, which means it's the size of one block, one grid. To make it clear, I'll run the program. Okay, so we can see here that this is the cell size like 32, and the top bar is 40 pixel, like you can hear is 40 pixel. Window width and height is 300, wait, 832 and 640 as height. So and then the speed is this game speed is basically frames per seconds and is to control the speed of how fast the snake is moving. And these are the colors constant that I use in my game. So these are all just colors. So and these are the calculated grid ranges so that I know the placements of like where to spawn, like where to draw the like grips, each grip. So these are the constant for that. And I had a few helper functions. So basically, this is like cell to pixel, which means that I converted the grid positions into the pixel, like position on the screen. That's why I have to use the constants that I created here. You can see the cell size. So I use these to to convert the grid positions. And this is to this helper functions to load the image like frog, snake, and the other PNG. So we have to like safely load it without crashes, and we need to find if the image is in the same folder. That's why I have to create this function to check if the image exists or not. So these I had three class, which is food, snake, and the main one, snake game. So these are the only three classes that I coded. First of all, it is 360 codes. So I feel like I don't need to separate the files. I was originally gonna separate the files, but then I'm not gonna use these classes in another game. So this is just for my snake games. And also there's a rule that we have to separate the file only if the codes is over 500. And this is not complicated, so I didn't separate it. So this is my class food. So this is the food item that I put it here. You can see this little frog. So this is how I coded it. I'll go in details. First, we initialize um the basically we got a constructor of the class food, and we check the positions and the occupy cells because we cannot spawn the food on the snake body. So this is for loading the image and positioning. Avoid the occupy cells. So generate position is basically random open cell that is not inside the snake and that is not uh in the top bar of like this game here. So basically, this is for choosing a random spot, like in this cell we can see here. These are for that. And first we get the possible positions. Basically, we exclude. Okay, not in occupy. We exclude the snake body. So the snake is going to get longer and longer as long as that it's gonna eat food. So we have to avoid those cells that the snake is moving. That's why it's not an occupied pixel cell, and these are just grip rows. Grip row is basically the amount of row, like width and height. So these are the possible positions. So we randomly choose the possible positions for the food to spawn. This is easy. And then we draw the food. So this is only for when the frog dog PNG doesn't exist, so that user can still see the food. And I made it red, so it is clear. Class snake is basically the snake. So we first initialize the to start middle of the grid, because if start from the edge, it's gonna go straight into the edge and die immediately. So I spawn it in the middle. That's why I divide the rows and column into two, because I need it in the middle. So body is a list of like pixel coordinates, basically tuples. So these are for the bodies. And the position is zero because the head position in the line, basically the snake body is a zero, is a front, zero. So this is the directions that is set at the start. So this is for the PNG, basically uploading the file. So we have to update the direction. So opposite direction, I set it here, and it's that if new direction isn't in this direction, then we're gonna take it, I mean. So up and down. So basically, if we can see here that the snake is going to the right. So we cannot immediately turn to the left, otherwise it will collide with its body and is an illegal move in the game. So I need to make sure that up and down, which is the opposite, down and up, the same things, left and right. I need to make sure that user doesn't do that. That's why I condition is into like opposite direction at first, and then I try to set a condition like where if the new direction is in this list. If it's not, then we're gonna update it. We're gonna move the snake. If it is, then we're not gonna. So move. Move is really easy. We just if it is up, then we're gonna like set the head positions to minus. We're gonna set the position of 1 into like minus, because we're gonna go up, and the same things goes to down. We're gonna like +1, so it goes to down, and the same things with left and right. Basically, it's a X is it? Oh wait, left and right. Yeah, X is it. So if it is minus, then it's going to the other direction. It's plus, then it's going to the right. That's why it's set like this. And this is for the body insert if the snake eat the food. So check collisions. So this is the snake head position. So we get the head positions as x and y. So we conditionalize like if x is less than the minimum x, which means it's going to the going straight to the left edge. So it's illegal and you die is a game over. The same things if going to the right edge, then game over. Going to the top edge, game over. And if you touch the bottom edge, then game over. So this is for the hit wall. Another condition where it's collide is hitting the snake body itself. So this is an illegal move. So it's also a game over. So this is to check the collisions. Finally, draw the snake. So first, we call the cell rectangle. Basically, this is this is called this cell rectangle. We can see here that cell rectangle is here. So we basically get the empty cell rectangle. If the segment is equal 0, which means it is the head, because segment in the first one is head. So if the head exists, then we're gonna adjust the heads into the cell size. And then if direction is right, then we're gonna rotate it, because mine my image is like this. It's facing downward, so I need to rotate my image. Sorry. If it is right left, then it's gonna go minus 90 degree, rotate the snake head, and the same goes to up. If it is down, then it's the original image, so we don't need to transform into anything. So center the big head, basically adjust the size so that it fits the cell size. Else, if the image doesn't exist, then we're gonna draw the small rectangle to represent the head so the user know what to do even if the resources are not available. So this is for snake body. So if we conditionalize here, if minus 0, 0, so else me is not 0, then it's a body. So we draw the body. This is a trim because when the snake is changing directions, we don't want to leave a trail. We don't want to leave an extra trail, so we need to trim it. So I pop the leg segment. I mean, unless we just ate food. It's just for turning. Snake class, the main one, is the main controller which handles game loop, drawing, score, and restart. So we first get the constructors of everything, the clock, the score font, the loading the image and stuff. So after you die, I need to restart a new game. So this is for restarting the new game. We set the score to 0. The full is the original spawning, and then calling the snake functions class again. Draw the background. So this is to draw the green checkerboard playfields. So this is for that. And draw the top bar, which shows the score and best score. So this is I draw it using like hanging draw. And this is for score, and this is for recording the best score. And the screen blade mean we just draw it, we just paste the things into our user face. Show game over. So this is to flash you die screen and pause briefly, then restart. So first we draw the background and the top bar first. Then if we die, then this is the target pixel, which means to scale. My original picture is a little bit small, so I need to multiply it with a scale factor so it fits in the middle. So this is for transforming. However, if self.udie image is false, which means it doesn't exist, then I just did a little small text of udie to show users a game over even if the images doesn't exist. And time delay is 2 seconds. So this is for briefly pausing before starting a new game. This is to handle input. Basically, we get the event of what the user is doing. And if it is quit, then we let the system quit without questions. This is for the system. So we quit. Otherwise, the user will be present either key down, key up, key left and right. So this is the basic one. Or WASD, which is also the basic controls for a game. So I included that to make my program idiot proof. So run self is to update the snake, check eating or not, check that and redraw. So while true, we're gonna call the handle input and move because it's gonna continuously record this. The snake is continuously gonna move and the user is continuously click. That's why we call these two at first. And then if the snake eats, then we're gonna make the score +1 and food is this one, of course. We're gonna call it again. Else, then we're gonna trim it because it's not eating food and we don't want to leave an extra trail. So this is for collision check. If it collides, then game over and restart. Draw the frame is basically we draw the background, top bar, food, and snake, and then we update it into the user face. This is to control the game speed. So game speed is we can adjust it there. Oh, here, frame per second. So if it is 10, that the snake is going to be faster. If it is less lower number, that is gonna move slow. So you can adjust it. And I don't have the level difficulty like level 1, level 2 yet because I have only learned how to make a functional game using one window and not changing the interface. Finally, we run the game. So let's test our game. So this is what the user will see. So right now I'm clicking WASD. W goes up, left, A is left, S is down, D is right. So we're gonna try arrow key. Wait, we're gonna try with arrow key. So this is I'm trying with arrow key. So arrow key also work. And yeah. So WASD, I switch to WASD and it's all work. So we're gonna eat the frog. So we can see that if we eat the frog, our body get longer and longer. So we can see that we are at 1, 2, 3, I think it's 6. So we're gonna make to 7. So this is okay. Our score is 5 right now. But we die, and our best score turns into 5 because it was our best score. So let's see if it's updates. So I'm gonna play for a while. Score is only 3. So 5 and 6, and we're gonna hurry that. So this time I'm gonna die by colliding into my own body. So yeah, it works. All the collisions works, confirmed. And the best is updated to 6, which is our best score. So it also worked. And we can go anywhere, like any edges, and you will see that you die. And then after 2 seconds, it will restart. So we can see that every aspect that I shows, it works. And that is all for my program. Thank you.